understanding different types of Taurus and psychology behind them. You ever notice how some Taurus people are calm and steady, while others quietly run entire worlds from behind the scenes? It's wild, right? Everyone throws the same three words at Taurus: stubborn, lazy, materialistic. But that's only the surface. The truth? There's not just one kind of Taurus. There are three, each ruled by a different energy, each wired completely differently. One builds peace, one speaks beauty, one embodies power. And get this, it's not random. It's in your decan, the part of Taurus season you were born in. And it shapes how you think, what you crave, and even how your nervous system handles change. Science backs it too. The way Taurus resists chaos, it's not stubbornness, it's biology. It's your brain craving consistency because that's how it feels safe. So, if you've ever wondered why some Taurus live for comfort and others build empires from it, this is why. Let's break down the three kinds of Taurus and figure out which one you are. Core archetype, the Taurus mind. Let's start with what really defines a Taurus. Taurus is the second sign of the Zodiac, fixed Earth, ruled by Venus, the planet of pleasure, beauty, and stability. But where Aries ignites motion, Taurus anchors it. If Aries says, go, Taurus says, stay. You're the one who turns sparks into something that lasts. Psychologically, Taurus energy represents the human need for safety, consistency, and sensory grounding. You're not just seeking comfort. You're seeking control over your environment, because control equals peace. In behavioral psychology, this connects to cognitive consistency theory. Our brain feels calm when things are predictable and familiar. That's why change can feel so intense for you. It's not resistance. It's a built-in defense mechanism to protect your nervous system from uncertainty. On a biological level, Taurus operates through the balance between dopamine, the pursuit of pleasure, and serotonin, the experience of contentment. You're not chasing adrenaline, you're chasing stability. When your world feels safe, your body literally shifts into its calmest state. The parasympathetic nervous system takes over, lowering stress and grounding you in peace. But don't mistake calm for weakness. Taurus is the embodiment of sustained power. While everyone else burns out chasing the next thing, you're still standing, patient, deliberate, and unwavering. You don't rush the harvest. You nurture it until it's worth having. First Decan Taurus, the grounded builder. If you're a first Decan Taurus, born between April 20th and April 30th, you're the purest expression of Taurus energy, ruled completely by Venus. This is the most grounded, steady, and sensual version of the sign. You move at your own pace, and that pace is usually the right one, because you don't rush what deserves patience. Venus, your ruling planet, is all about attraction, beauty, and balance. But for you, beauty isn't just visual. It's emotional stability. You find pleasure in peace, joy in predictability, and meaning in the small sensory things. The smell of morning coffee, the texture of your favorite blanket, the sound of quiet after a long day. Psychologically, this version of Taurus reflects what attachment theorists call the secure base model, the human need to build safety before exploring the world. You create that safety through consistency, routine, and reliability. People might call it stubbornness, but it's actually nervous system regulation. Your body thrives when it knows what's next. This is why change can feel threatening. Not because you fear growth, but because your biology craves predictability to feel calm. On a biochemical level, this is tied to your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest mode that lowers stress and brings balance. You're wired to preserve that peace. When others crave chaos or adrenaline, you crave stability, because that's where your power lies. But every gift comes with a challenge. For first Decan Taurus, the shadow side of calm is resistance to motion. You may stay in jobs, relationships, or habits long after they've stopped growing you. Not out of fear, but loyalty. And while loyalty is your superpower, it can also be the reason you outgrow your own comfort zone. The evolution for this Decan lies in learning that change isn't instability, it's expansion. You don't have to sacrifice safety to evolve, you just need to bring your peace with you. Because when the world is chaotic, You're the reminder that stillness isn't standing still. It's holding steady until the storm passes. Second decan Taurus, the expressive Taurus. If you're a second decan Taurus, born between May 1 and May 10, you carry the voice of the Earth, ruled by Venus, but influenced by Mercury, the planet of communication, thought, and perception. This blend gives you something rare, a mind that thinks in sensations and a heart that speaks in logic. You're grounded like a Taurus, but expressive like a poet. You don't just enjoy beauty, you explain it, design it, and share it. Psychologically, this combination creates what's known as sensory intelligence, the ability to perceive and interpret details in your environment with heightened awareness. You notice patterns, textures, and emotions that others miss. It's not overthinking, it's deep processing. This aligns with research on high sensory processing sensitivity, Elaine Aron, 1997, which shows that some people have more active neural pathways for integrating sensory information. You're one of them. That's why you care so much about your surroundings. The colors of a room, the tone of someone's voice, the way words feel when spoken. It's all data to you. You read the world through your senses and then translate it into art, music, conversation, or design. But with that gift comes a challenge. When your environment is off, so is your balance. Noise, chaos, emotional tension. They can drain you faster than anything. Your Venus wants peace, but your Mercury wants stimulation. So you often live between two needs, comfort and curiosity. In relationships, you communicate love through stability and clarity. You listen deeply, but you also need to feel heard, otherwise you retreat. Your emotional defense mechanism is often intellectualization, using logic to protect your feelings. You explain pain instead of sitting in it. Your growth lies in learning that not everything needs to be analyzed. Some things are just meant to be felt. You're the Taurus who builds beauty through words and movement, who creates calm through communication. When your voice and your values align, you don't just speak peace, you become it. Third decan Taurus, the magnetic Taurus. If you're a third decan Taurus, born between May 11th and May 20th, you're ruled by Venus and co-ruled by Saturn, and that changes everything. While the first decan builds peace and the second expresses it, you protect it. You're the guardian of stability, the Taurus who builds walls that don't just keep danger out, but keep peace in. Saturn adds structure, discipline, and long-term focus to Venus's love of comfort. Together, they create the most enduring and self-controlled version of Taurus energy. Psychologically, you represent delayed gratification, the ability to trade short-term pleasure for long-term peace. Remember the famous Stanford marshmallow experiment? It showed that people who could wait for a second marshmallow, choosing patience over impulse, tended to have greater success and emotional regulation later in life. That's you. Your brain naturally prioritizes stability and future security over instant reward. This means you have an incredible capacity for emotional endurance. You're the person who shows up, stays consistent, and rebuilds when life falls apart. Your calm doesn't come from denial. It comes from discipline. You understand that some things are worth waiting for, and you'd rather build something solid than chase something temporary. But Saturn also brings emotional armor. You might struggle with vulnerability, preferring control over openness. It's not that you don't feel, you just manage your feelings quietly. Your defense mechanism is emotional suppression, choosing silence or work over confrontation. You fear chaos more than conflict itself. Yet beneath that steady exterior, your loyalty runs deep. Once someone earns your trust, it's unwavering. You're the type who believes love is a responsibility as much as it is a feeling, and that's powerful. The lesson for third decan Taurus is that boundaries don't have to become barriers. You can protect your peace without closing off your heart. Because when your Venus warmth meets Saturn's wisdom, you become the most magnetic version of yourself. Someone who doesn't chase power or attention, but naturally commands it. You're the anchor that reminds others. True strength is quiet, consistent, and impossible to shake. Every Taurus carries peace, but how you build it depends on your decan. The first decan creates it, the second expresses it, and the third protects it. Together, you prove that strength doesn't always roar. Sometimes, it's the silence that holds everything together. You're the steady heartbeat of the Zodiac, patient, loyal, and impossible to rush. So tell me, which kind of Taurus are you? The builder, the artist, or the guardian? Drop your decan in the comments and let's see how your kind of calm shapes the world. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to get all the updates.